Before we start today's video, I would just like to say that I have started up my own Discord server, and if you would like to join, I will leave a link to it in the description below, and I will put a pinned comment in the comments and it will be there for you. It's free, so you don't need to pay anything, and we talk about cars and general stuff like music, technology, memes even. So if you would like to join, please join. If you'd like to join and then leave, don't hate me for it. But anyway, into the video. What's up guys, welcome back. This is the Toyota Yaris T Sport, and it is the first of the sports Yaris. And as we know, each generation has had some format of a sporting Yaris. This is the first one, and I have a soft spot and I don't know why. But either way, we're here to talk about it today, and for perspective, it is an ordinary Yaris. Now you may laugh like me, however, when the Yaris first came out, it was quite revolutionary. For example, gauge cluster was in some black hole void sort of thing. The seats could move forward and back, the rear ones I should say, and it had clever engines. So a 1 litre 3-cylinder produced over 60 horsepower. Very clever for its day. So it was quite innovative, and it replaced the Toyota Starlet, if that means anything to you older viewers. But anyway, that's the Yaris introduced, let's get into it. So, the exterior. Well, I do like the front of this Yaris. I have to say I like it all round, except for one thing. The sporty version just makes it look cooler. Oddly enough, I do like that grille. I don't know why, but it works. Obviously you got the sporty bumpers, which obviously help the look of the Yaris. The ordinary Yaris just looks okay, really. I never really like the look of the next Yaris that comes along. But either way, it's good enough for me. The bit I don't like is, it doesn't really work as a 3-door. I don't know why, it feels like there's something missing and it's a bit too short. It doesn't look like a Yaris. However, you could get a 5-door. So if you wanted practicality, you get this, although I'd get it more for looks reasons. But either way, 5-door looks better to me personally, and you had both door options, so really, it's a win-win. The rear I really like as well. Obviously it's been sported up a bit. So you got different bumper, you got different exhausts, you got the T-Sport badge, and the rear lights have changed slightly. You have 2 reverse lights now instead of 1, because the 2 fog lights are now at the bottom. However, it's a sporty bumper and I really like it. The interior, well, like the Prius Plus, or Prius, that I reviewed a few weeks ago, the gauge cluster is up high on the dash. Now there is a reason for this. It's because it's in your eye line. However, if you're stubborn like me, or if you're just new to it, then it looks very odd and you might not like it. We're so used to having it right in front of the steering wheel, right in front of you. So, personally, I don't like it, despite its reasons. And the rest is just usual Toyota, cheap, black, plain plastic. That's really all I can say. It's just the usual Toyota. Not the Toyota nowadays, they've improved quite a bit, but back in the day they were like this. And I should note that the ordinary Yaris has a digital gauge cluster, whereas the sports one has an analog, which is this. So there you go. The performance, well, it had a 1.5 litre inline 4-cylinder. Now it had variable valve timing, VVTi as Toyota calls it, which if you don't know is basically Toyota's version of Honda's VTEC. Now it had 103 horsepower and 105 pound-feet of torque. It weighed less than a ton at 950 kilograms, and it came with a 5-speed manual gearbox. However, I read reviews and forums and people said a 6th gear would be nice, especially considering that 5th gear is quite short, so it can be quite noisy on the motorway or just at higher speeds in general. 0 to 60 was under 9 seconds, which was pretty nippy, 8.7 seconds, and the top speed was 118 miles an hour, so that was decent enough. However, 0 to 60 was quite good, especially for a car of that size. Especially if you get the 3-door, because it's smaller than the 5-door, so it's even smaller. The practicality. Well, you could move the rear seats forward or back. The standard boot size is 205 litres, and honestly I don't know if that's good or bad. It seems bad for a car of this size, might be good, I honestly don't know, But either way, 205 litres, if you wanted to increase it, you move the seats forward, and then you can't get people in the rear seats. However, you now got a big boot space. If you put the seats all the way back, you sacrifice your boot space, and instead you get a good amount of passenger room. So really, you choose. You split. You either want boot or you want passengers. You can't have both on this car, unfortunately. But however, it is still a good feature to have, you know. It could be worse, it could be stayed still and have 205 litres and that's it. Toyota don't care. But no, Toyota care, sort of. And same with the rear seats. You slide it back, then you've got plenty of legroom. Headroom, I'm pretty sure, is just about decent enough. Obviously not for the tallest people, and obviously not for a long time. Kids will be fine. You know what, it's decent enough, I can't really complain. You know, they've put a bit of thought into it by having the seats slide anyway. So, the handling. Well, it handled really well. It was like a go-kart, or even a rally car. It was really, really fun to drive. However, safety was an important thing, so it's not as fun as it could be, but I say that. However, it's still a very fun car. Don't get me wrong, it's super fun. However, because the suspension is stiffer than the ordinary Yaris, you will feel potholes and bumps. And when I say feel it, you will feel it. It is quite stiff. That's obviously to improve the handling. However, you will feel it quite a bit, so, you know, I wouldn't fly over those bumps or those potholes. Try to avoid those potholes, yeah? Right, is there anything else? The only thing I can really think of is reliability. It's a Toyota. I don't know what you want me to say. It's gonna be good enough. That's really it. Yeah. Good reliability. Thumbs up from me, even though you can't really see it. But anyway, what is the verdict? There are a lot of pros, and I mean a lot. It is just a long list. So the front was nice. The rear also looked nice. The 5-door profile looked much better than the 3-door. It was a nippy little car. It was quite light and small. It had a decent 0 to 60, which was under 9 seconds. The handling was super fun, and I mean fun. It was reliable. Do I need to explain why? If I do, it's a Toyota. You happy? It had decent rear passenger space when you moved the seats back. And speaking of moving the seats back, you could move the seats for either your passengers or for your boot space. However, that's not the end of it, because obviously there are some cons to this car. So, the interior was cheap, but you know, you kind of expect that from a Toyota really. A lot of Japanese cars are like that. The interior design is weird to me. I'm not saying it's weird completely, it's just to me, because I'm stubborn. The ride is very harsh. The 3-door does look weird, again, to me only, okay? And this is me reviewing this, is my own opinion here. And 6th gear would be nice, especially considering how short 5th gear really is. But anyway, that concludes the review of the Toyota Yaris T-Sport. If you would like to check out my main channel, here is a clip, and it's also in the description below. Oh, bye-bye. Or not.
Darren, you're stupid.
Yeah, we can see.
Oh. No, Darren!
No, he's not okay. He's a bloody idiot. Now, I'm not gonna blur a car for next week, but I'm gonna show you what it is, because I want to do the next generation as well, which is this, here. So there's no point in me blurring it. But here you go, this is the Yaris TS. They got rid of Sport and just put TS, which does actually mean T-Sport. However, in the UK, it wasn't T-Sport, it was known as SR. However, this is what we're reviewing next week, and so there you go, prepare yourself for this. Now, normally I'd ask you to leave a comment saying what you think the car is. Obviously I can't get you to do that because I've shown you. However, if you would like me to review a car, then you can leave it in the comments below. If there is enough information on it, I can do a review for you. You may have to wait a little bit if I've got other cars planned. However, that is it. So, what you do? You leave your comments below. That's what you do. And don't forget about the Discord server. If you'd like to join, link is in the description and it is in a pinned comment. And I will see you guys next week for the Toyota Yaris SR/TS. Peace.